This forensics team of São Paulo's police has just been called to one of the city's most violent districts, Capão Redondo. 2 people have been killed and the perpetrators are unknown. This kind of incident is not rare in this area, nor in the country as a whole. According to a new UN report, Brazil saw the highest total number of homicides in the world in recent years, recording almost 48,000 in 2020. That was more than 10% of the world's total. Nigeria and India followed. Measured in per capita terms, Brazil had about 22 homicides per 100,000 inhabitants, well above the world average of 5.8. Brazilian NGO Sul da Paz estimates using official data that only about a third of murders in Brazil are solved.
In the explanation, there is some high level of violence, and that's something that is visible in other countries of Latin America. High level of homicides linked to organized crime. In Latin America, they represent almost 50% of homicides, whereas, for example, in Europe, it's less than 10%.
Tão difícil de você prevenir, né?
In the case of homicides, it's so difficult to prevent. How can I prevent a homicide that it's so sudden? Sometimes even a trivial bar fight ends in one person killing another. This happens a lot. How do I prevent an execution? As we have seen a lot, people are being abducted from somewhere and executed in what they call crime tribunals.
Here in the state of São Paulo, there is a center for reference and support for victims of crimes against life, known as CRAVI. It's a crucial service recognizing that in cases of homicides, the individuals who die are not the only victims.
Então, a vítima direta é a vítima sobrevivente do que...
The direct victim is the surviving victim of what we call crimes against life, such as homicide, femicide, and robbery followed by death. So, we attend the surviving victims of these crimes and also the indirect victims, that is, family members who have lost friends and relatives.
Simone is among indirect victims assisted by CRAVI. Her daughter, 27-year-old Thais, was killed by her partner, leaving 2 small children. The perpetrator was caught and is in jail awaiting trial. Simone says she wants justice, but not revenge.
Ele está preso. Está preso. Deixa ele pagar lá.
He's in jail. If he pays what he has to pay and gets out, I hope he becomes a better person. I put myself in the place of his mother and him too, because such a young person, when they do something like this, it seems to end not only their life but also the mother's life.
With the reasons for homicides varied and complex, it's a huge challenge for countries like Brazil to find strategies to bring the numbers down. Paulo Cabral, CGTN, São Paulo.